Important alert. God says, "You are seeing this message because I want you to know this truth. A person who fell in love with you is involved. Don't make the mistake of skipping this. This is not a random moment. This is not just another word. You were meant to see this, and if you walk away from it too quickly, you may miss a deep truth that heaven wants you to know right now. This is urgent. Someone who loves you truly, purely, with a heart that was stirred by me is involved in your life, and their presence is not by accident. If you skip this, you may overlook something sacred, something I placed in your life for a purpose far greater than what you can see right now. This is your moment to understand why I have allowed certain people to enter your path. Comment Amen if you receive this. From the beginning, I have orchestrated connections. Nothing I do is random. The people I send into your life, especially the ones who stir something deep within you, are placed there with care. This person who has fallen in love with you is not just someone who wandered in by chance. Their presence carries purpose, and I want you to understand what that means. I know your heart has been through pain. I know you have questioned what is real, who is genuine, and whether anyone sees the battles you fight behind closed doors. I do. And I placed this soul in your life not just to love you, but to walk with you through things you don't even know are coming. You need to hear this all the way through, not just for them, but for you. Because what I'm revealing is not only about another person's love, it's about what I am doing behind the scenes for your healing, your growth, and your next chapter. If you skip this, you may walk past a breakthrough I've been building for a long time. Like this video if you want to thank me for not giving up on you, even when you nearly gave up on yourself. You have prayed for signs. You have cried asking me if anyone truly sees your worth. And I've seen those tears. I've heard every word you whispered when no one else was around. This person who has fallen for you may not be perfect, but they carry something real. They were drawn to your spirit, not just your smile. They saw something in you that reflects my light, even when you didn't see it yourself. That love, however quiet or complicated, is not to be dismissed. Comment 1111 if you believe this word is for you. You may be questioning their intentions. You may be unsure whether this is from me. That's why you're here. That's why I'm speaking to you now. Because there is a truth you need to know. When I send someone to love you, it won't always look like a fairy tale. Sometimes it looks like two broken people drawn to each other's strength. Sometimes it looks like uncomfortable timing or unanswered prayers. But if you can trust me through it, you'll see that I don't make mistakes. They love you. And whether they've said it out loud or not, I know what's inside their heart. I know what they've wrestled with. I know how much they've tried to protect you from their own mess. You are not here to fix them, but you are not here to flee either. There is something sacred between you, and I want you to pause and consider what I might be doing through it. Remember, my timing is perfect. My plans are not shaken by your doubts. I see the future you can't. That's why I ask you not to rush away from this. Let me show you what's really happening. Let me show you why your heart keeps returning to this person. It's not obsession. It's not confusion. It's me trying to reveal what I wrote before you were even born. You are loved more than you know. Not just by this person, but by me. I see how tired you've been. I see how strong you've had to be. That's why I'm reminding you this connection is not meaningless. That love is not one-sided. They've wrestled with fear. They've carried burdens they didn't know how to explain. And yet, I kept their heart drawn to you because I'm not finished with this story. You were chosen. This is not rejection in disguise. This is redirection and revelation. I've placed protection around this bond, and even when silence lingers between you, my hand has not lifted. If you've walked away out of pain, out of fear, I understand. But I also want you to know I can still redeem it. I can still awaken love where it looked like it faded. I can heal the places both of you thought were beyond repair. You are not hard to love. Stop believing the lie that you're too much or not enough. That insecurity didn't come from me. I knit you together with intention. I made you worthy of love before anyone had the chance to speak against it. This person saw glimpses of that truth. That's why they loved you. They didn't fall in love with your image. They fell in love with your heart. The heart I gave you. Comment 222 if you trust me to reveal what's true. There will come a time when the silence breaks, when the fear that's been holding them back loses its grip. And when it does, you'll remember this moment. You'll remember this word. You'll remember that I told you not to walk away too quickly. Because what I build in secret, I reveal in perfect time. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This message is not about rushing or forcing. It's about awareness. It's about faith. It's about letting me speak louder than your doubts and showing you what's real beneath the noise. I know you've been guarded. I know you've been disappointed. But I have not brought this to your attention without reason. The love you feel, the questions you carry, the person on your mind, it's all connected. I know the nights you've laid awake wondering what they're thinking. I know how much you've longed for clarity. But I'm not just answering your questions. I'm preparing your heart, because I'm doing something deeper than you know. And when it unfolds, it won't just heal you. It will restore faith in what love really looks like when I'm the center of it. I saw when they noticed you for the first time. I saw the moment something shifted in them. It was more than attraction. It was recognition. Spirit recognizes spirit. Even when the words haven't been spoken, your souls have already started speaking to each other. That's why their presence feels heavy in your heart sometimes. That's why you can't seem to forget them no matter how hard you try. This is not obsession. This is not weakness. It's a divine stirring I placed within you to make you pause, to make you seek me, and to show you that love, real love, doesn't just disappear. I know you've tried to move on. I know you've told yourself it's over. But deep down, a part of you is still holding on. And you've wondered if it's foolish. Let me speak clearly. No feeling is foolish when I'm the one who authored it. You are not clinging to a fantasy. You are responding to something real, something I placed in motion long before you even noticed each other. That person didn't come to you as a distraction. They were meant to awaken something in you. Comment 333 to declare your faith in what I am revealing to you. There were moments when they wanted to speak. Moments they longed to tell you how they truly felt, but fear held their tongue. There were nights they replayed your words in their mind, regretting what they didn't say. You're not the only one who wondered. You're not the only one who stayed quiet while your heart screamed. I know the truth they've been carrying, and I know it's time for you to hear what I've known all along. They love you, and not in a shallow, fleeting way. This love grew in silence. It grew through distance, through questions, through moments of doubt. They may have struggled to show it, but that doesn't make it less real. They are learning how to love in a way that doesn't run when things get hard. And that's not easy for someone who's been hurt. But I've been working on them just as I've been working on you. I need you to trust me here. This is not about chasing them. This is not about fixing them. It's about understanding the weight of what I've placed between you. I don't just bring two hearts together to entertain each other. I connect souls to strengthen them, to refine them, to heal what the world has broken. And what I've joined, no fear, no distance, no confusion can truly separate. This isn't the first time your heart has been stirred like this, but this time, it's different. You feel something deeper, heavier, more real. That's because I'm behind it. I didn't send this person into your life to play games. I sent them because you were ready to grow. And sometimes, growth doesn't come easy. It comes with tears, silence, waiting, and wondering. But even in that, I am working. You may not see all the reasons now, but I am weaving something divine through this bond, something that carries healing for both of you. You've prayed for someone who would love you without conditions, someone who wouldn't walk away when things got hard, someone who would stay. This person has tried to stay in ways you don't even know, and even if they failed at times, their love for you never left. Comment 555 if you believe I can still bring healing and clarity. Let me remind you of something important. I see every detail. I know what's been said and what's been left unsaid. I know the wounds they carry that made them hesitant. I know the times you thought they stopped caring, when really they were just afraid of losing you, afraid of being vulnerable, afraid of not being enough. You've both been protecting your hearts, and that's okay. But now it's time to let me in. Let me do what only I can do. You're not here by accident. You didn't open this message just to be curious. I led you here because I'm preparing your heart for something deeper. Whether this person is in your life right now or not, I am not done with the story. You may think it's too late, but I specialize in resurrection. I breathe life into what looks dead, and when I restore, I don't just patch things up, I make them new. This love is not finished. The silence is not the end. There are conversations still waiting to happen. There are apologies still being formed in the quiet. There are prayers being whispered that you don't even know about. They've prayed for you, even if they didn't know how to say it out loud. Their heart has cried out for you in ways they won't admit, and I heard every cry. You don't have to do anything to prove your worth. You don't have to beg to be seen. You are already seen. You are already loved. I chose you. I have favored you, and anyone I place in your life is not a reflection of your lack, but of your purpose. You carry a light that draws people in, not because you're trying, but because I've anointed you. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life, but now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I want you to let go of the fear that says you're too hard to love. That is not my voice. That is the echo of past pain, and it's time to release it. This person may not have loved you perfectly, but the love they felt was real. And I will perfect what concerns you. If it's meant to be restored, I will restore it. If it's meant to be transformed, I will transform it. But whatever I do it in love. Stay close to me. Let me be the one to guide your emotions, not your fears. Let me show you how to love without losing yourself. Let me remind you that you are not waiting in vain. There is beauty in the waiting. There is power in the silence. Because while you wait, I am working. And what I build in private will soon be seen in public. They haven't forgotten you. You are not invisible to them. Even if they've been distant, I've kept their heart connected to you for a reason. This is not over. There is more coming. And when it comes, it will make sense. It will bring peace, it will bring joy, and it will bring me glory. I am still writing. I am still moving in ways you cannot see yet. The person I brought into your life is not out of reach, and neither is the love that stirred between you. The silence you feel, the confusion you carry, it will not last forever. I have not left you guessing without reason. I've been preparing both of you for something greater than your current season can reveal. There is still something unfinished between you. Not because you're clinging to the past, but because I'm not done shaping the future. My timing is not delayed, it is divine. And I know that right now, it's hard to trust what you cannot see. But that's why I'm speaking to you now. because you've been questioning, doubting, wondering if you should just give up completely. And I'm telling you, don't. What I started, I will complete. What I joined, I will protect. You didn't imagine their love. You didn't misread those moments. Even in their silence, I've seen the way they carry you in their heart. Love isn't always loud. Sometimes it's hidden. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's buried under fear or shame or confusion. But I see what's buried. I see what's still alive under everything that tried to smother it, and I am breathing on it again. Comment 777 if you trust me to bring beauty from this. They have felt more than they've shown. There were times they wanted to reach out but didn't know how. Times they watched you from a distance and wished they had said more, done more, stayed longer. Regret is heavy, and they carry it. But I am not a God of regret. I am a God of restoration. What was missed can still be mended. What was broken can still be built again. I am not limited by what went wrong. I work through what remains. I know you've grown tired. You've been holding on when everything around you says let go. You've prayed and waited, and at times you've wondered if it even matters. It matters. Every time you chose love instead of bitterness, every time you surrendered the pain to me, I was working in your favor. I don't let any seed of love go to waste. And even now, I'm watering what you thought was withered. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to force anything. What's meant for you will find you, not because you fought to keep it, but because I ordained it. That's why I'm asking you to rest in me. Trust that I'm still weaving this together, even when it feels undone. Let me hold the weight of what you cannot carry. Let me speak into the silence that's been hurting you. This person has had to confront their own wounds. Before they could love you well, they had to face the parts of themselves they've been running from. That's why it felt distant. That's why they pulled back. It wasn't rejection, it was fear. And I'm dealing with that fear, layer by layer. You're not forgotten. You were never unwanted. You were never too much. You were simply the light that exposed where healing was still needed. I've been working on them in quiet places, drawing them back to me, opening their eyes to what they couldn't see before. They may not have had the strength to love you fully then, but I am giving them new strength now, the kind that doesn't retreat when things get hard, the kind that knows how to fight for something real. And when they return, not just physically but emotionally and spiritually, you will know it was me all along. Comment 999 if you believe I'm working in the background right now. I know you've cried. I know you've asked why I let this happen. But I never left you in the dark to hurt you. I allowed this separation, this silence, so that both of you could grow. Sometimes I have to pull people apart so I can build them back stronger. This was not punishment. This was preparation. And when the time is right, I will bring things full circle in a way that honors both of your hearts. I want you to begin seeing this situation through my eyes, not through fear, not through insecurity, but through faith. What looks broken to you may just be in the middle of being rebuilt. Don't judge what I'm doing based on what it feels like. Trust what I've promised. I am not a God who lies. If I place this love in your life with intention, I will sustain it with purpose. The waiting has not been wasted. Every quiet day, every unanswered prayer, every silent moment has been doing a deeper work in your heart. You're not the same person you were when you first met them, and they're not either. I've been shaping both of you into the kind of people who can love without fear, who can stay without running, who can build without tearing each other down. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, You're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You wanted a love that was strong. That's exactly what I'm preparing you for. Not a temporary spark, but a lasting flame. Not a shallow connection, but a soul bond that reflects my love. That kind of love takes time. It takes surrender. It takes trust. And you've been walking through all of that. You are closer than you think to the moment when everything starts making sense. When the breakthrough comes, and it won't be small. It will be clear. It will be healing. It will feel like coming home. Because what I unite, I also bless. And the blessing will be undeniable. Not because you fought for it alone, but because you trusted me through every step. You are not alone in this. I've been with you from the beginning, and I will see it through to the end. This love is not forgotten. And most of all, I have not forgotten the promises I whispered into your spirit when you first met them. This is a sacred path, and I will not let you walk it alone. You didn't ask for your heart to care so deeply. You didn't plan to feel so drawn. But I allowed it for a reason. There is something I want to grow in both of you through this connection. You see, the kind of love I author doesn't just make you feel good, it transforms you. It calls you higher. It draws you closer to me. That's what this was meant to be. And even though things haven't gone the way you imagined, it doesn't mean I've left you. It means I'm still working. This person who stirred something so deep inside you, they didn't come into your life by chance. I saw the longings in their heart too. I saw how broken they were. I saw how afraid they were of messing things up. And even though they might not have said it, they felt something powerful when they met you, something they couldn't explain. That wasn't just emotion. That was me, placing my fingerprint on a moment that would shape both of your lives. Comment 1010 if you believe I still have a plan for this connection. Sometimes the people I send you are carrying more weight than you know. That's why they don't always show up the way you hoped. That's why they retreat, avoid, run. It's not because they don't feel anything. It's because they feel too much and don't know what to do with it. But I do. I know exactly how to meet them in their fear, just like I've met you in yours. And I am working in places you can't see right now. I am healing wounds they've never spoken about. I am bringing peace to thoughts that once raced with confusion. And I am softening the walls they built before they ever met you. You're not crazy for holding on. You're not weak for caring still. The love I place in your heart is never wasted. I use it, I grow it, I purify it, and I never forget it. You think it's been too long, that too much damage has been done. But my hands are not bound by time. My spirit is not intimidated by distance, and my grace is not limited by silence. I know how to bring hearts back together. I know how to restore what felt broken beyond repair. They haven't stopped thinking about you. There are parts of them that still carry your name. They may have kept quiet. They may have pulled back. But there are pieces of their heart that still remember how safe they felt with you, how seen they felt, how drawn they were to the light I placed inside of you. And I am using those memories to pull them back toward truth. You've done more than you know. The love you gave wasn't in vain. You planted seeds that will bloom in time. I know you're tired. I know your heart has felt stretched in ways that hurt. But I promise you this, none of it was for nothing. I saw the way you chose patience. I saw the way you prayed for them. I saw how you let me handle it instead of trying to fix it yourself. And I am proud of you for that. Comment 1212 if you know I am still working, even when it feels quiet. You may not have all the answers, but you have me. And I am enough. I'm the one who holds hearts. I'm the one who speaks in silence. I'm the one who turns sorrow into joy and mourning into dancing. And I'm telling you now, this isn't finished. The story isn't closed. There is more coming. And when it does, it won't look like what you've already seen. It will be better, stronger, deeper, because it will be touched by my hand, not controlled by fear. Your prayers reached me. Every tear, every whispered word, every moment you asked me if they were thinking about you, I heard it. And yes, they were. Sometimes their silence was not a lack of love, but a reflection of their inner war. They didn't know how to give what they never received. They didn't know how to express what they felt without risking being vulnerable. But I am teaching them. I am raising them up. I am turning their fear into courage and their silence into clarity. And when the time is right, you'll see it. You'll see them show up in a way they never have before. Not with empty promises or shallow gestures, but with a heart that's been humbled and healed. A heart that's ready to love you the way you deserve, not perfectly, but faithfully. Not with performance, but with presence. Because that's what you prayed for, and that's what I've been preparing. You won't have to guess anymore. You won't have to wonder what they feel. You won't have to carry the weight of unanswered questions. I am a God of clarity, and I will bring peace to every part of your heart that's been left hanging in uncertainty. I know how to make things plain. I know how to remove confusion. And when I move, it won't leave you doubting. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. So breathe, rest, trust me. This chapter may be quiet, but it's not empty. I'm still writing. I'm still guiding. I'm still healing what needs to be healed in both of you, and when it's time, I'll bring it all together in a way that reflects my glory, not your striving. Until then, let me be your peace. Let me hold your heart. Let me be the one who reminds you every single day you are loved, chosen, and never forgotten. What you feel is real. The weight on your heart isn't foolish or dramatic. It's a signal that something important is still unfolding. That's why I've kept speaking, even now, because I don't want you giving up when you're closer than you've ever been to understanding the purpose behind it all. That person who stirred your spirit, who opened your heart again, they didn't just pass through your life by accident. Their love was planted in you because I allowed it. They might not have known how to love you fully, but that doesn't mean the love wasn't real. They saw you in a way others didn't. You awakened something in them they didn't expect. That's not something they forgot. And I haven't let them forget either. I've kept your memory alive in their heart, not to torment them, but to draw them into understanding what love rooted in me is meant to be. They're still thinking about you, still wondering, still carrying questions they don't know how to voice. You may have assumed they moved on, but I see deeper. I see the thoughts they keep buried. I see the prayers they whisper when no one is watching. I see the moments they remember your laugh, your kindness, the safety they felt in your presence. Those moments weren't small. I used them to speak to their soul in ways you couldn't. And I am still speaking. Comment 1515 if you believe I'm not finished with this story. You felt the ache of waiting, and I know how heavy that can be. But this wait hasn't been wasted. It's been working. Every delay has been shaping something in you. Patience, faith, discernment. I've been teaching you how to hold love without letting it consume you. I've been showing you that your worth doesn't depend on how others respond to you. And even though it hurts, you've kept choosing to love from a pure place. That matters to me more than you know. You're learning to love like I do, with grace, with endurance, with hope that doesn't give up even when things seem far gone. And I see that. I honor that. I bless that. Don't let the silence tell you a story I haven't written. Don't let your thoughts convince you it's too late. I hold time in my hands. I know how to redeem every moment, every word, every delay, and I will. You just have to keep trusting me. They're not the same person you once knew. I've been working in the quiet parts of their life, softening the places they hardened to survive, healing the wounds that made them hide from love. It's been a slow process, but I'm patient. I don't rush transformation. I do it thoroughly. And when they return, and yes, they will return, it won't be the version of them that ran. It'll be the version I've been restoring. The one who can stand beside you with intention, not fear. You won't have to beg for their love. You won't have to question their place in your life. When I bring them back, it'll be clear. Their words will align with their actions. Their heart will be open. Not perfect, but surrendered. And that's what you've been praying for, isn't it? Not just someone who loves you, but someone who seeks me first. Someone who reflects my love in the way they hold yours. Comment 1717 if you trust me to bring what is meant for your heart. I want you to let go of the timeline you've imagined. Not because your desires don't matter, but because my timing is better than anything you could plan. I see what's ahead. I know what both of you still need to learn before this love can flourish the way it's meant to. And I promise you, when it does, it will not look like a patchwork of old pieces. It will be something new, something whole, something holy. The truth is, you've been chosen for a deeper kind of love. Not just one that makes you feel wanted, but one that teaches you how to be seen and still be safe. Loved and still be free. That's what I'm preparing you for. And that's what I'm preparing them for too. It may not come through the path you expected, but it will come through my hands. And when you receive what I've been building, you'll understand why the wait was necessary. You've wondered if you should let go completely, if maybe this was all just in your mind. But deep down, you've known there's something more. That knowing, that quiet conviction, is not your imagination. That's my spirit. That's me reminding you that I don't leave stories half-written. I don't abandon what I begin. And I began this. I sparked this love. I allowed the connection, and I will finish what I started. So keep holding on, not with desperation, but with faith. Keep trusting not in your own strength, but in mine. Keep hoping not because of what you see, but because of who I am. I am the one who turns dry bones into armies, silence into song, and ashes into beauty. This love is not over, it is becoming. And I am not done moving. Let me take the pressure off your shoulders. You don't have to figure this out on your own. You don't have to fix anything. You only have to stay close to me. Let me be your peace in the waiting. Let me be your guide through the uncertainty. Let me be your anchor when your heart feels like drifting. Because I've got you. I've got them. And I've got this. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I am writing a story that doesn't end in confusion or heartbreak, but in purpose, peace, and power. This person you can't stop thinking about, there's still something I'm doing with that connection, and I need you to understand, it was never random. I authored it with full awareness of who you are and what you need. You've questioned whether you made it all up, whether the love was one-sided, whether they ever truly saw you. Let me clear the air. Yes, they did. They saw you. They felt more than they could explain. They may not have had the words, or the courage, or the maturity to hold it the way you needed them to, but the love was real, and I've been doing a deep work in their life ever since. I've been breaking down walls, softening pride, revealing truth, and healing what was buried. Just because you can't see the change doesn't mean it's not happening. I've been working beneath the surface. They've carried the memory of you in places they didn't speak about. They've revisited the moments in their mind more times than you'd guess. And each time, I've been present. I've whispered to them. I've reminded them of your kindness, your prayers, your patience. And those reminders have done something to their heart. They've been feeling the weight of what they walked away from or what they never fully embraced. And it's not guilt I'm giving them, it's revelation. I'm showing them who you really are. Comment Amen if you believe I can bring light to what's been hidden in the dark. I'm preparing a return that won't look like before. It won't be half-hearted. It won't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It won't be filled with apologies that never lead to action. When I move completely. And when I bring them back, they will carry a different spirit. A spirit of truth. A spirit of love. A spirit that knows how to cherish what I gave them, and that's what I'm doing now, teaching them how to love without fear. You've carried more of the burden than you were meant to. You've tried to understand, to hold it together, to make peace with things that made no sense. And I've seen that. I've seen your strength when no one else acknowledged it. I've seen you choose forgiveness over resentment. I've seen the nights you gave your pain to me, even when it felt like nothing was changing. But something was. Every act of surrender was opening a door for me to step in deeper, and I did. You haven't been holding on for no reason. I don't ask my children to wait unless I'm preparing something worth the wait. This isn't about a fantasy. This is about purpose, about calling, about a connection that goes beyond emotions. One that is rooted in my design, one that will bring me glory and bring healing to both of you, the kind of union that speaks of redemption, restoration, and the kind of love that only I can write. Comment 1111 if you believe nothing is too far gone for me to restore. There are moments ahead that will feel like miracles to you, but they're already written in my plan. I've seen the conversations you'll have. I've seen the tears that will finally bring relief instead of pain. I've seen the look in their eyes when they realize just how much I've done in your heart and in theirs. You'll recognize it when it happens. Not just because of how they show up, but because of the peace I'll place in your spirit when it's time. Right now, I need you to stay steady. Keep your heart open to me. Let me guide your steps so that you don't move too fast or shut down too soon. Timing matters, trust matters, and I'm protecting both. Even in the delay, I'm working for your good. I'm not punishing you. I'm preserving you. I'm keeping you from pain that could have destroyed something beautiful if I allowed it to unfold too soon. This season is not empty, it's sacred. It's where I am preparing you to receive love that doesn't leave. Love that doesn't run. Love that stands beside you, not behind you. You've asked me to send someone who reflects my heart. But before they could reflect me, I had to draw them closer to me. And that's what I've been doing. I've been showing them who I am so that they can learn how to love you the way I intended. You've been chosen for something deeper. This isn't surface-level affection. This is soul-level connection. And I guard those deeply. I don't let them unravel without a plan to restore. So take courage. You haven't lost what was meant for you. It's been under construction, and soon, what was blurry will become clear. What was heavy will lift, and what once hurt will start to heal. You will laugh again with them. You will pray together. You will grow together. This isn't wishful thinking. It's a glimpse of what I'm preparing. And while you wait, I want you to keep your heart soft. Don't let bitterness take root. Don't let the enemy convince you that I've forgotten. I've never stopped watching over you or over them, and I've never stopped writing this story. I still have so much to reveal to you. So much that will make you fall to your knees in gratitude when it finally comes together. But for now, trust this love planted by me never dies. It may grow in silence, it may be tested in fire, but it will bloom again in beauty and truth. But even then, your spirit whispered, "Wait, God's not done yet." And you're right, I'm not. I am still unfolding something holy in this love. Something bigger than your understanding. And I'm doing it because I heard your prayers. I saw your tears. I felt your longing for something real, something lasting, something that reflects me. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer, buried in a classified FBI report, is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. They may have gone quiet, but I didn't. I never stopped speaking. I never stopped moving in places you couldn't see. You've only been looking at the surface, but I've been working in the deep places inside their heart, inside yours. You both needed healing. You both needed growth. You both needed me more than you needed each other. And that's why I stepped in. Not to tear you apart, but to build you up separately. Before I could bring you back together, stronger and whole. You were not abandoned. You were not overlooked. What happened wasn't punishment. It was protection. Because I will never allow something to move forward if it's going to break you further. I step in even when you don't understand, and I pull things back when the timing isn't safe. But that doesn't mean the story ends. It means I'm refining it, redirecting it. And when it returns, it will come back in alignment with my will. Comment 222 if you trust my hand even when you can't see my plan. They've been thinking about you more than you know. They haven't moved on emotionally, even if it looks that way from the outside. They're still trying to figure it out, still trying to find peace in places they ran from, still remembering the way you made them feel understood, seen, safe. And I keep letting those memories rise up, not to torment them, but to guide them, to wake them up to the truth they buried beneath fear and pride. You left a mark on their heart, a mark I placed. That kind of connection doesn't fade. It deepens over time. They may have looked away, but their heart didn't forget. And every time they try to distract themselves, I draw them back. Because I'm not done with them. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with this love. They just needed time to see me clearly. Because only when they see me will they be able to see you the right way. I'm not asking you to chase them. I'm asking you to trust me. I don't bless desperation, I bless surrender. So release your fear, release the timeline, let go of the question, when will it happen? And start asking, God, what are you building in me while I wait? Because the truth is, I've been preparing you for a love that doesn't just feel good, it stays. And I need you to be strong enough to receive it. Comment 333 if you believe I'm preparing your heart for something lasting. This isn't just about romance, this is about destiny, about purpose, about two people who carry light, who were meant to shine brighter together than apart. I see the future. I see the way your love can impact others. I see the way your healing can become a testimony. That's why I care so deeply about the process. I'm not trying to withhold anything from you. I'm trying to make sure that when you receive it, you don't lose it again. When they return, it won't be just to say sorry. It won't be to repeat cycles. It will be because they've changed. Because they've found me. Because they finally understand what you were trying to show them all along, not just about love, but about grace, patience, and truth. And when they speak, their words will carry weight. They'll speak from a place of freedom, not fear. Until then, stay with me. Let me keep building your strength. Let me keep pouring peace into your anxious thoughts. Let me continue healing your heart where it still feels tender. I'm not asking you to wait in sadness. I'm asking you to wait in hope, in peace, in joyful expectation. Because when the breakthrough comes, it will be more than you prayed for. And when you see how far they've come, how much they've grown, how much they've let me in, you'll understand why I asked you to trust me through the waiting. You'll look at them, and instead of pain, you'll feel peace. Instead of fear, you'll feel gratitude, because you'll see it with clarity. I was in it the whole time. This is not just a season of longing. It's a season of preparation, a season where I am aligning hearts and purifying love. Not love that hurts or leaves or confuses, but love that reflects my covenant, my faithfulness, my commitment. That's what I'm giving you. That's what you're being shaped to carry. And even though it feels hidden right now, love like that doesn't die. It deepens, it matures, it waits until the heart is ready to carry it well. That's what I've been doing all along, preparing both of you. I know you've been questioning everything. Was it ever real? Did they care as much as I did? Or did I just dream it all up? Let me answer you clearly, yes, it was real. It still is. They might not have had the strength or clarity to love you fully, but what they felt was true. They may have run, but not because they didn't care. They ran because they did. Because love that real is terrifying when the heart is still healing from old wounds. But I don't let fear win. I go after the ones I love. And I've been going after their heart, just like I've been holding yours. There is a tug of war inside them that you don't see. They remember how your presence brought peace, how your voice calmed storms they never talked about. They felt something with you that didn't come from the world. It came from me. And it scared them, not because it was wrong, but because it was different, pure, holy. And they didn't know if they were worthy of it. But I'm teaching them. I'm showing them that they don't have to earn love. They just have to receive it, just like you did. Comment, Amen, if you believe God is healing both of you right now. This season of separation hasn't been easy. It's been filled with waiting, wondering, aching for clarity, but it has not been empty. In this quiet space, I've been pouring into your heart, strengthening you, removing the lies the enemy tried to plant in your mind. Lies like, you're not enough, or you love too deeply, or you should have done more. No, you gave what I asked you to give. You walked in love, and I saw it all. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. And they saw more than you think. They noticed the way you stayed calm when they pushed you away. They saw the grace in your eyes when they didn't have the right words. They may not have said it, but it shook something in them. Because love like that doesn't come around often. And now, in their own quiet moments, I'm reminding them of you, not to bring regret, but to bring clarity. They're realizing what they lost. They're realizing what you meant. And that realization is waking up something inside them that's been asleep for far too long. You don't have to go searching for answers anymore. I am your answer. I am your peace. And I am still in control of this story. I know what's been broken, but I also know how to rebuild. I see the pieces scattered in both your hearts, and I am gently putting them back together, not just so you'll be whole, but so when love comes again, it will be strong enough to stay. Comment 777 if you believe nothing is too broken for God to restore. The return will not be what you expect, it will be better. It won't be about picking up where you left off. It will be about starting fresh, with deeper roots, stronger faith, and a shared understanding of what love truly means. This isn't about repeating the past. This is about stepping into the future I've been preparing for both of you. A future where love is not based on fear or timing or perfection, but built on truth, trust, and me. I know the waiting is long. I know the silence feels endless, but please don't let that convince you I'm not working. I'm doing more in one quiet moment than you can imagine. I'm breaking chains they've carried since childhood. I'm healing wounds they never spoke out loud. I'm teaching them how to love without control, how to be present without fear, how to open their heart without panic. You couldn't fix that. Only I could. And I am. You've done more than enough. You've prayed, you've forgiven, you've stayed tender when you had every reason to go cold. That doesn't go unnoticed. That kind of love moves my heart. That kind of love is powerful. And I promise you it's not wasted, it's not forgotten, it's not the end. There's going to be a shift. One day you'll wake up and feel the change in the atmosphere. The weight will lift, the questions will quiet, and soon after there will be a message, a door opening, a conversation you didn't expect but always hoped for. And when it happens, you won't need to doubt it. You'll know. You'll feel my peace all over it. Because when I restore, it comes with clarity. When I move, it doesn't bring more confusion, it brings freedom. So keep your heart open, keep your faith alive, even when it's hard, even when it hurts. This is not just about love, it's about your healing, your purpose, your journey with me. I've used this connection to show you things about yourself, about others, and about me. And I will continue using it, not to torment you, but to grow you, to strengthen you, to bless you. I love you too much to give you something you're not ready for, or someone who isn't ready to receive you. That's why I've been working behind the scenes. Not just on them, but on you too. Because when the moment comes, I want you to be able to step into it with confidence. Not fear, not hesitation, but with a full heart and a steady spirit. I saw every moment. And that kind of love, that kind of faithfulness, it reflects mine. That's why I haven't let go of this story. That's why I've kept working behind the scenes. Because you didn't give up, and neither did I. The love you gave was real. It was pure. It came from a place many people never reach. And though it may have been misunderstood or mishandled, it did something powerful. It planted seeds not just in them, but in you. Seeds of growth, seeds of endurance. Seeds that are now breaking the surface in ways you can't yet see. You are stronger now, wiser, more rooted in me than you were before. And that matters. This isn't just about bringing them back. This is about what I've been doing in you. Healing the fear that told you love always ends in abandonment. Healing the old wounds that whispered, you'll never be chosen. Those lies are breaking off of you. Because I've already chosen you. I've already called you mine. And any love I bring into your life from here forward will come from that place of worth, of truth, of identity in me. Comment 555 if you believe I am healing your heart for something greater. They still think about you more than you realize, not just in passing moments, but in quiet, personal ways. A song, a place, a memory, they feel your absence in ways they never expected. And though they may have tried to distract themselves, the truth keeps returning. You weren't just anyone, you were different. You touched a part of them that no one else did. And they're starting to understand why. I've been whispering to them, softly, lovingly, showing them how their heart closed before it could open fully, showing them how they held back out of fear, not because of you, but because of what they still hadn't healed in themselves. I've been walking with them through the shadows, reminding them of the light you carried, the kindness you showed, the space you gave them to be seen without judgment. That kind of love doesn't fade, it lingers, it transforms, and they are being transformed. You may feel like too much time has passed, like maybe it's too late for anything good to come from this, but I want you to know, I don't work on your timeline, I work on mine. And when I restore, it doesn't take long. I can do more in one moment of surrender than years of trying could ever do. So, don't let the clock convince you I've stopped moving. I am still working, still preparing. Comment 999 if you believe my timing is still perfect for your life. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. There will come a moment when things begin to shift, when the weight you've been carrying starts to lift, when your spirit senses that something is changing. Don't ignore that. It will be me, clearing the path, softening hearts, making room for conversations that should have happened long ago. And when those words come, when they finally say what you always knew they felt, I want you to listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. You'll be tempted to protect yourself. You've been hurt before, and the instinct to guard your heart is strong. But I'll be there. I'll give you wisdom, peace, clarity. You won't need to guess whether it's real this time. I'll confirm it. You won't need to chase answers. They'll come to you wrapped in humility and truth. And when they speak, it won't be the same person who left. It'll be someone changed. Someone refined by the fire. Someone who finally understands what they almost lost. But you too will be different. You won't be clinging out of need. You won't be longing out of emptiness. You'll be whole, complete in me. And from that place, you'll be able to receive love without fear, without losing yourself. That's what I've been doing in this season, reminding you that you are already enough, already loved, already seen. This time, when love returns, it will be love that stays. Not perfect love, but chosen love. Not love that waits for things to be easy, but love that is willing to fight for what's sacred. And it will feel different, not like a dream you're afraid to wake up from, but like a promise fulfilled, like a prayer answered in a way that only I could have done. So hold on, not to the pain, not to the past, but to me. Hold on to what I've shown you in the quiet. Hold on to what your spirit knows, even when your eyes can't see it, because I am not finished. And when I bring it together, it will not just be for your happiness, it will be for my glory. You will look back on this season and say, now I understand. Now I see why you made me wait. And you'll be glad you didn't walk away when it felt hopeless, because I never left. I never stopped writing this story. You're not just waiting for someone to come back. You're waiting for who they're becoming. That version, the one I've been working on, is going to surprise you. They won't come back with shallow words or half-hearted promises. When I send them, they'll carry weight, maturity, reverence. They will have gone through their own process, their own awakening. You won't have to explain what they meant to you, because they'll already know what you meant to them, and they'll be ready to honor it. I haven't let you hold on to this for no reason. I don't ask you to stay soft, to stay hopeful, unless I'm doing something behind the scenes that's worth it. This love is not forgotten, not by me and not by them. Even in their confusion, even in their silence, I've kept their heart tethered to something deeper. That's why they haven't truly been able to let go. That's why you still feel connected. It's not emotional weakness. It's spiritual alignment. And I am the one who placed it there. Comment Amen if you believe I am aligning hearts in my perfect timing. They remember the way you loved them, not with pressure or demand, but with patience and peace. You gave them something they weren't used to, something safe, and though they may not have been ready to receive it, I've kept that memory alive within them. It echoes in quiet moments, it pulls on them when they least expect it. That is my hand, reminding them of what's real, and soon they'll stop resisting that pull. You haven't missed your chance. That fear that says, it's too late, is not from me. I don't operate in deadlines. I work in divine timing. And when I bring restoration, it's not partial, it's complete. I don't just give back what was lost, I redeem it. I make it stronger, deeper, better than before. And I've been doing that in both of you.